Why do you say your husband has been checked out for 3 years?
Because that was the last time he initiated any kind of physical intimacy.
You guys haven't been intimate in 3 years?
No, we're still intimate, but I always have to initiate, and I'm not a fan.
Okay, and when you ask him why he doesn't initiate, assuming you've had those conversations, what does he actually say?
He says that he's always in the mood, and I just have to let him know.
I have to tread a little carefully here. I don't want this to sound like I'm making this your fault, because it isn't. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm gonna ask you a question. Were there periods in your relationship where he did initiate and you would turn him down quite a bit?
I mean, years ago, sure.
Okay, so I'm 99% sure that it's not that he's emotionally checked out, it's that he feels rejected and has lost all sense of confidence. Some men are super sensitive to rejection, especially if they were great at everything, like they were the popular kid at school.
That was him. You quarterback, homecoming king. He was kind of king of the world.
Okay, all right, so yeah. And you guys got married really young, so it sounds like he never got used to rejection. He doesn't really know how to deal with it. Does that sound like him?
Oh, God, yes. When I used to say no, he would pout. He would be really mean.
Okay, so that tracks. The key here is going to be for him to build his confidence back up. It's not about being emotionally checked out. He just needs to build that back up. Now, if he was meeting with me instead of you, I would tell him how to do that on his own. But I can also show you how to help him with that if you're feeling generous and you want to help, but it's your, it's a little bit of weight that you don't really need to carry. So you have to make the decision if you want to be that generous.
Modern women, they're really great at saying the stuff that they want, and then going and doing the opposite. And then going and doing the opposite, right? Well, I want a man that's loyal to me. He only has eyes for me. He don't want no other girl. But then this same woman, it's like 20 dudes in her roster, 20 of them. You have 20 men vying for your respect. Well, as a woman, I have to do that. It has to be what I do because I have to do this, 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 and this. Modern women, they don't. These new women, these modern women, like in society today, they're so lazy. They want to talk about how men are lazy. Oh, men don't do it the way they used to. They don't do it the way they're supposed to. You're lazy. You're lazy too. The fact that you have flowers coming from 2 or 3 different dudes that you don't like and they like you, then you have a man. You have one over here sending you Starbucks. You have one over here sending you DoorDash or sending you food. And these guys are sending you food. Shoot, sometimes these women, they might go out to a baseball game with a guy and say, hey, you want to go on a date? Yeah. Well, let's go to a Cubs game or I don't know, whatever your favorite sports team is. Let's go to a Cubs game. He pays, and those concessions are expensive. He pays for that type of stuff. He said, okay, man, I had a great time. I did too. And she's on the phone while they're walking back to the car. Well, he might be in the restroom. And while they're walking back to the car, he don't know that she didn't already texted one of her other guys on the roster saying, I'm kind of hungry or something like that. Setting some up to have something when they get back to the house. Or a little sweet treat when you get back to the house. Oh, I just sent you some cookies or something like that. Hope you're doing all right. So they're playing the field, not reciprocating, but getting all these things. And then you're going to wonder why, because modern women can't keep things to themselves. You're going to get online and show women what you're doing. And then when a man sees this, he'll be like, oh, I'm going to stop doing that. And if these women are going to be like this, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. Or he says, I'm willing to do it for the right woman, but I'm going to approach this cautiously because I don't want to waste my money. Well, I'm not like other women. Okay. So then when I'm asking questions, you should be fine listening and saying, well, this is what I do. And then kind of showing and exhibiting that type of behavior. But this is what we have today. We have modern women expecting a certain thing from a man, love, respect, loyalty, and all that stuff. But then they don't give it back. And as a matter of fact, behind that man's back, they are dogging that man out. And even in some of these situations, a man catches the woman dogging him out, doing him dirty, calling her out for that behavior. Yeah, I did it. What you gonna do about it? Yeah, I ain't loyal to no man. No, but you are an idiot. You know what's funny is a lot of these modern women will sit up here and say, you know, whatever that taxi cab theory I think it is, where a man, when he's ready to be in a relationship, he'll basically get into a relationship with the first woman and he really doesn't like her, and it's really only convenience. That's funny because you literally have women out here like Shira Seven and a lot of these different female dating coaches that are teaching you, find this type of man. Your life doesn't need to be hard. Your life needs to be convenient. Your life needs to be easy. He needs to be working to try to make your life easy. But we never truly hear, how is the man's life easier? How am I making the man's life easier? We have to hear it from him. There's one woman on the internet, I can see her face right now. Hair color, I just don't know the channel of her name. And he's even been on her channel talking crazy, well, not crazy, but you know, it kind of sounds out of touch where, you know, I get this, I get that, I get this, I get that. If she said, okay, you know, I'm willing to start a family, but I can't work while I'm starting a family. And he said, I can do that. Okay, well, I think we want to raise our kids outside of the public school system. So I'll be the one to, you know, kind of stay home and get the curriculum together and talk to some friends and stuff like that. Now, there are perks to staying at home, being a stay-at-home mom. I get to have those, you know, and there are perks to you being, you know, working outside the home as the dad and the father, and you get to have those. What's happening is that modern women, they want the convenience. They want the respect. They want the admiration. They want all of the pros and none of the cons. And they want the man to have all of the cons and just maybe one or two pros, right? So I need you to come home and now you're the primary on taking care of the kids, right? As soon as you come home from an 8, 12, 14-hour day, now you're on dad duty for the rest of the night, and I'm going to go do whatever I'm going to go do because you get a break, you get this, you do that. And the man's like, no, I don't get any of that. Number one. Number two, that little 30-minute to an hour break that I get, I need all of that because some of these men are working hard, laborious jobs. But modern women get to the point to where it's just not working for me. My job is way harder than yours is. I need to be a little bit more relaxed. I need to be a little bit more in my feminine, which basically means I need you to allow me to basically put in less work. I need a nanny. I need a cook. Anything to make my life easier while you continue to go out there and slave away and work hard. It's not fair.
Yo, ladies, do not be afraid to approach that guy.
You know what? I feel like nowadays women like have to make the first move. So like, I'm going to vow to you guys, I'm going to start doing it because I got my morning coffee today, was pulling into my parking lot.
Nice.
And we have these for my apartment complex. We have these private trash men that like come and get our dumpster. Not like Philadelphia Trash Company, like a separate company. Pulling in and I go, sorry, like you guys are blocking like so sorry. And they're like, oh, no problem, my bad. I was like, who are you? He was so good looking. And I got upstairs and I was like, why didn't I say something?
Why?
Next time I'm going to be like, I'm just going to say, are you single?
Bad.
Never know. Maybe that's how I meet my husband.
Facts.
Find me a trash man. He was hot. I was like all tatted up, sleeves, hat backwards. I was like,
yo, this is the kind of energy I'm talking about. Closed mouths don't get fed, and shorty right here, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. And this is great. Women need to start doing this more. If you see a dude and you single and you attracted to him, stop with the sign shit. Stop waiting for him to come up to you and losing out on someone you could have forever just because you didn't. And real note to self for people that don't know, people that work sanitation, they make a lot of money. But look at her being proactive and then knowing she fumbled a bit because she didn't say nothing because homie was looking good to her. And she's like, you know what, next time around, I'm gonna make sure I say something. And it's nothing to say, yo, you single? You got somebody special in your life? It's really all that because a guy that likes you back will take care of the rest. If you doing an icebreaker like that as a woman, the dude will take care of the rest knowing you like him. With the way modern dating is, dudes don't want to approach women no more because the way they got you on social media. Oh, you doing too much, ill, get out of here. Like dudes are like, you know what? I'd rather not even waste my time because I could be recorded. She could be with her friends and they could all be So I completely get it. But shout out to this shorty right here. She changing the game. I mean, shorties have been hollering at dudes, but I love that she said that. And I hope that sanitation worker is the dude that's going to put it down on her for the rest of her life. Because with bravery like that, you deserve to get yours.
I think what a lot of men are tired of is women. A lot of these ladies, some of these ladies, modern women, right? They want a certain freedom with you. Like, say for instance, like, I have a male best friend, but you can't have a female best friend. I can go out with my male best friend. My male best friend can hang out with me, but you don't need to be doing that type of stuff because, you know, women are like this. I can't trust them, but you can trust me around this man, right? And it might not even be a male best friend. It might be me going out with my lady friends, my girlfriends, but you can trust me around them, even though you're looking at that woman and saying she's about to do X, Y, and Z. Oh, this is the way that she is on social media, online. This is the way I mean, we can sit up here and talk about social media is fake all we want to, but some of this stuff, you can't fake it. When you're going out on a girl's night and you're posting about you locking lips with a man, that's not fake at all. Oh, that was my friend. You know, we ain't even like that. No, that's weird. Y'all know y'all post everything online, doing whatever you want to do, right? But once again, modern women want to be able in relationships to do whatever they want to do, whenever they want to do it, however they please. But when it comes to a man, you need to do exactly how it goes beyond loyalty. Does that make sense? It goes beyond what's normal, what's natural, what's regular. And it goes to, you need to do it how I say to do it. You need to behave in the way that I say, exactly how I would have you to do it. Follow what I'm telling you to do. Even if it seems counterintuitive, even if it seems like it don't make any sense, even if I'm being overbearing and dramatic, do what I told you to do, or else you're not going to be my man.
I asked all of my guy friends, what are things that they wish women knew about dating? And their answers shocked even me. The first one is men don't value you more because you give more. And that's what the nice girl thinks. She thinks the more she does for him, cook for him, clean for him, he's going to hang on to her like nothing else. But actually, that just makes him see you as his mother and lose attraction for you. 2, men are not confused whether or not they like you. If a man is hot or cold, inconsistent, mixed signals, he's just leading you on. Maybe he likes hooking up with you or he likes your attention. But if he saw it going somewhere, he would be taking the steps towards commitment. Never, ever, ever entertain a man who's unsure of you. 3, the moment you show him that you are more into him than he is into you, you lose your power, because now he knows he can put in low tier effort and you'll stick around because you like him so much. The mentality you want to keep in dating is you could take or leave a guy. You like him, but you certainly don't need him. And that incentivizes him to continue to treat you incredible. Otherwise, he knows he's going to lose you. And 4, men test boundaries to see if you enforce them, especially when they meet a woman. They will see what they can get away with. That is why obviously boundaries in a relationship are imperative, but specifically in the beginning of the relationship, you have to hold strong boundaries because otherwise you're setting yourself up for failure in the future. Remember, you teach people how to treat you simply by the treatment you accept.
So a lot of these women, heard one woman say, basically, if she wasn't enthusiastic about it early, then just kind of move on. And I do understand that, but for some of these modern women, it does sound like, well, you know, instead of trying to wear me down, instead of trying to win me over with your charm, if I don't like you, then I don't like you, which is fair if that's the way that it ended up. But a lot of times in this current day and age, with the way some of these ladies are today, that's not how it ends up. That's why you have these memes of, you know, women in their 20s and sometimes in their 30s, depending on how attractive they are, even sometimes into their 50s, depending on how attractive they are, not settling down, just going out and doing their thing. But then when they get a little bit older, or when they see that their options start to dwindle. And for some of these ladies, they still have options, right? It never really goes down, but they see the quality of their options actually diminish and go down. It's like, man, I used to get guys like this. Now it seems like, man, I might get one or two, or every so often I might get somebody that I would deem, I really want to talk to them, one or two, versus getting like at least a handful back in the day. So now you got to look at it and say, okay, well, you didn't like him back then, right? Okay, I'm not eager, leave me alone. But then you're going to flip, and now you're going to say, well, I'm ready for this type of person to show me some attention. And it's not going to happen. In a lot of cases, it's not going to happen. And why should it? Modern women are great. They're fantastic at not taking the opportunities presented to them, when they should have just said, okay. And it might not even worked out. That's just how dating is. You got two people, great, fantastic, but it might not work out. But the issue is, modern women aren't even taking the chance. They want a man to approach, but they won't even take the chance to see if the relationship is going to work. They don't even talk to the man. They don't even put their energy into it, their effort into it. But they want the man to pay. How many dollars? They want the man to put time into it. Why should he have to do all of that when you're not going to be fully invested?
These days, some of the men are not pushing as hard as they used to push years back. So if a man shows interest, don't be playing hard to get now. Why are you trying to play hard to get? My husband, we dated for maybe 2.5 years, and I liked him first. I had been eyeing him. He was in the choir, and he was that tall, dark, handsome man in the choir. I had a friend in the choir, and when I asked her who's that person, she thought I was talking about somebody else. So she told me another name. So all along, I was praying about another name. But anyway, he proposed to me eventually, but I was the one that had the first conversation. So did I chase him like that by having the first conversation with him? Okay, after we started seeing each other, did I chase him by baking cake for him? That's why you people are not getting married, if that is the problem. Because the truth is that nobody likes being turned down over and over and over again. So that is why some men are very careful about going all out when they're not even sure that this person likes them. Okay, he likes you and you like him too. Show him you like him. You're going to like him forever if you're going to marry him. So what is the pride about him knowing that you like him? I mean, these things are not that difficult. We are so rigid about so many things. But that is why it's becoming more difficult for us to get married.
And you do hear that a lot of these modern women complain about men losing interest after, they get a little bit, right? Why don't you just tell me that's what you want in the first place? And I do believe that they should, right? If that's what you want. And I know you can say, well, if I said that, then you wouldn't give it to me, right? There should be some sort of even exchange, right? At some point in time. Number one. Number two, I think too many times modern women go down this track to where they say, well, I gave him some, and then all of a sudden, he moves on. How could he take this from me? Well, unless he's a criminal, he didn't take it from you, or else that would be a crime. that would be the criminal in your midst if he did that. But a lot of times, you guys are actually giving these things to these men. He said something, you were intrigued, and you decided, this is what I'm going to do. That's what you decided to do. That's it. Well, I was thinking he was going to do this, and this. But he didn't. You decided that. You got something out of that as well. You wanted to lay down with him. And sure, there's some women like, okay, I will give you my body in exchange for you taking care of me. There are definitely some women out there. But let's not act like men are the only ones that want sex. Okay? Let's not act like that. Come on now. You've been feeling a certain type of way. Let's not out of all these comments that I see, let's not talk about women that don't want it, right? It's not all on the man. But number one. Number two, when we say women are complaining about men losing interest after getting intimacy, at some point in time, and this is what men keep on talking about, your meter, let's say that all men are terrible, okay, which is not the case, but let's say that you should be able to vet at some point in time without running up bodies, which is what modern women are doing. Without running up bodies, say, oh, this guy doesn't really like me, I'm not going to go out with him. Well, why do men lose interest when they get intimacy? Well, that man really didn't like you. So what can I do? You can ask questions. You can observe behavior and say, I don't think this guy really likes me. And stop giving your body to Chad and Tyrone. Period. Just like a man has to do his due diligence to ask questions, you have to as well. You're as much a part of dating as the man is.
Ladies, you got to start making the move on men, okay? You can't expect them to do it. We used to make the first move, like back in like the 1800s and early 1900s. We used to drop our little handkerchiefs. We would have walked by and like, oh my God, I dropped that. And he'd be like, ma'am, is this yours? I'm like, oh, why, thank you. Thank you so much. We used to do that, okay? We never waited on a man. If we wanted something, we went after it. He's bad that you are. If you want him, go for him. If he doesn't want you, he will tell you. And now you know. Now you know that was not your person, but at least you gave it a shot. Like Michael Scott and Wayne Gretzky, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. I would not be in the relationship that I am in today if I did not make the move, if I didn't drop my little handkerchief, so to speak. If you want it, go after it. What's the worst that they're gonna say? No? Oh well. Oh well. But what if it does work out? Oh my God. What if he says yes? And he's like, oh my God, I didn't want to say anything to you. Now, look what has happened. You're welcome. Make the move. Stop being a f***ing girl.
A lot of these modern women, it's cool that you talk about what you want in a relationship. But when a man gets to talk about what he wants, then all of a sudden it's a problem. And men are really saying, man, I would like peace, respect, loyalty. I would like you, there's a lot of men that say, I like physical touch. And immediately a woman's mind will go to, oh, well, he just likes sex. True enough, yes. But then also, you don't really even have to have sex. Men don't really, there's this lady that I really like her content, Alyssa Rhoda, I think it is. But I think I have her in a lot of my compilations. She talks about the need for you, for women, for wives, touch your husband. Come close to him. It's okay. Touch him, rub his back, kiss on him, run your fingers through his hair, give him a massage. Those are things that are not or might not even be inherently sexual, but it's a way to connect with your man. And a lot of modern women, a lot of wives out here are terrible wives. They don't do it. We always talk about how men are terrible. They're not leading in the correct way, but you're not giving a man any of this. No respect, no loyalty. You're not being his peace. I don't need to be his peace. But you also don't need to be his chaos, but you're doing that well. You're coming all up in the house creating chaos, man. Come on now. What you doing? You need to learn, hey, I'm going to say this to him. I'm going to speak life into him. I'm going to build him up. That's what a good woman is. Now, you roll that into being a good wife. But at that point, you being a good person, what makes you a wife is somebody who is dedicated to doing that exclusively for your husband. What do you mean? I'm serving my husband. This is my man. I'm loyal to him and only to him. I'm serving him. I'm giving him peace And only now, you don't mean you're like, well, I only, keep peace with my husband, and every one of you can get cussed out. you don't do that. But there's a level, and this is what men are saying. There's a level of who you should be. You can't even become a wife because you're not even a woman. You're not even a good woman first. So there's a level of being a good woman that, I'm just naturally a person that doesn't start a lot of drama. That doesn't mean that you don't have your little ways about you. You might be a little bit spicy. You might be a little bit sarcastic. You might say some stuff, right? But on the whole, you don't keep up a lot of mess going on, and a huge stuff, a lot of silliness, right? That's just being a good person. I talk, I communicate, I know how to have a conversation. Now, when it turns to me being a wife, now I say, okay, all these other guys out here, I'm cutting them off and I'm going towards him, right? I'm loyal to him. Whatever he wants me to do, I'm going to try to do it to the best of my ability. And he for me, and he for me. And we work off and we do that for each other. I give my body to him, my plans, my vision, I'm giving it all to him. And him as a leader, if he's a good leader, he's going to, do his calculations, say, okay, here's where we need to go. And I'm going to follow him, right? But a lot of modern women, they don't have that in them. And that's why they're still single today.
Basically, I feel like men want to be treated like women a lot of times. They want to be taken on dates. They want to be called all the time. They don't want to be the man in a relationship.
They want to be earned. They want to be pursued.
Yes.
They want to be chased.
Yes.
I'm the prize.
Yes.
And the silly part about it is, y'all be doing it.
I don't.
You always talk about, I ain't chasing no man. That's the you do. Every time you get that man a chance and he don't deserve it. Every time you settle what you know you deserve out of a relationship for a man that isn't meeting your qualifications, every single time you allow a man to take you off the dating market, you have become unsingle to a single man. Here you are trying to prove your worth to a man that's blind to it. What good is it to be a good woman to a man that don't know what a good woman is? What I'm saying is, the Bible don't say, she who finds a husband finds a good thing. But some of y'all, it say, he who finds a wife. But some of y'all doing the seeking. Y'all doing the courting. You lead in dating, because here's the thing. When that man don't provide clarity, what you do? Begging for it. See me. Acknowledge me. Text me back. Instead of finding a man so the reason why these men are doing it is because you are allowing it. Here's the thing. If you don't want a man that's uncommittal, don't date one. If you don't want a man that can't show up on a consistent basis, don't date one. If you don't want a man that acts like he's the princess, this man goes to the passenger seat in your car. And you constantly driving that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if that's not the man you want, don't date that man. Anybody else?
And I think men have gotten to the point, after listening to a lot of this stuff, to where he doesn't even try to force the woman to change anymore, or not even change, but to, kind of see if we're on the same page, right? I already know, based on the way you're talking and the stuff that you're talking about, we're not going to be on the same page. We're not going in the same direction. We don't have the same values, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm going in a different direction. I'm doing something different. And this is why men have stopped chasing. Well, just continue to chase and see how it goes. No, it doesn't seem to me. And this is when men have to start using their best guess and their best judgment based on what you've been showing me. Because modern women like to say, well, the impression that you gave me when you came up here wasn't a good one, so I just went off of that, and I didn't know that I can trust you. Okay, great. I can do the same thing, and will do the same thing as a man. If I say you act in a certain way, online or in person, I'm going to judge that as a first impression and say, I don't know if you and I, based on what I'm hearing and based on what I'm seeing, I don't know if you and I are right for each other. So I'm going to go ahead and bow out. Well, you didn't even go on the date. I don't think I need to. I think I've seen what I need to see. obviously they want you to go on the date. Well, I really wanted the experience. If I'm honest with you, I really just want to go out. I got dressed up, dolled up, I got my makeup on. Or if they didn't, I wanted to do that. I was excited. I had plans. And then that's why they say stuff like, well, can we be friends? Right? I don't know if I really want to be a friend with you like that. Maybe we can be, but I'm really looking for the experience. If I had somebody to take me out, treat me like a gentleman, but understand I don't want him, that would be great. And if he has some things that, he wants to talk to me about every so often, I'm all ears, right? Maybe I can help you find your girlfriend. But that's the friendship that a lot of these modern women are looking for. I want a man to treat. This is why men are confused, right? Because she's going to say, I want to be treated like a lady, but I don't want to commit just yet until I find Mr. Right. Mr. Right as I see him. But in the meantime, ain't nothing wrong with a girl exploring. Ain't nothing wrong with a girl having fun. Ain't nothing wrong with a girl having experiences. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If I have a man take me out to these nice restaurants and pay for it, that's because I've given him so much value. I was like, okay, what is the value that you're giving him? Well, just hanging out with him. I think I'm a good person. I think I'm a person who has good energy, and just being around me, your life. Modern women like to place a value, too much value, on emotions. So if you're super happy, super fulfilled, that's okay. And the man is saying, I am happy. I had a great time, but I'm not fulfilled because I don't think I'm essentially paying $200 and $300 for quote unquote happiness. And it's not even something I can take home. It's not even something I can do anything with. Yeah, but you're happier and you're in a better state. I can pay for a therapist and come out cheaper if I want to do that. Number one. Number two, I have my friends. So how are you and I going to actually be friends with each other? How are we actually going to be equal to where we can both talk to each other about things, but then I'm not the only one that's paying? You know what I mean? I'm not the only one that has to expend money, resources to be in the friendship. Because you'll do it with all of your other female friends, but you won't do it with me. Men are checking out of this type of stuff. Men are moving on from this type of stuff. Men are not dealing with this type of stuff. Hey, I'm not going to be in the friend zone. I'm just going to go with somebody somewhere else. Looks like they have my values. And we're going to see if we can make it work. And I think you probably have a lot of these modern women who have misguided expectations. You see women, some of these ladies talk about how a doctor doesn't have as much ambition as she would like him to have. Most people are like, what? I mean, all of the work that you have to do to even become a doctor, right? And that's if you're being a lazy doctor. Imagine what you have to do to be top of the line, next level as a doctor. I mean, obviously, care, compassion, listening go a long way, especially when you have patients. But being a doctor, and you could even talk about a lot of these men. I know we like to talk about doctors and stuff like that, but a lot of these guys work hard, laborious jobs. You have to have dedication. I don't care if you're a manager. I don't care if you're not a manager. I don't care if you're not a supervisor. You have to have some sort of dedication. A lot of these jobs are dangerous, and you need to be focused. And men get up every single day and go and do these jobs. Mentally taxing, physically taxing jobs. And then to come home to somebody, or to get on the phone with somebody, or go on a date with somebody, y'all might not even be in a relationship yet. But to be talking to somebody that doesn't really understand how that is, we're not even necessarily talking about money and provision. We're talking about you going out there every day and hustling. Modern women talk about oh, men don't respect my hustle. They don't respect my grind. They don't respect this, and this. It's not necessarily that men don't respect you working. It's just men know at the end of the day, they're most likely going to be on the hook for providing and protection. We can talk about how you have a 6-figure job and how you're killing it and all that stuff, and how we're a power couple and we're high value partners. But at the end of the day, if you go down, I'm still going to have to make it happen. In a lot of these situations with modern women, I'm still going to have to make it happen. I think a lot of men are looking for, if I go down, can my wife carry it? Right? And I know a lot of women are looking for that. Fair enough. But if they go down, it's okay. He's got to be able to carry me. But if I go down, or if he goes down, I can't carry him. And men are like, well, if I always got to be the backup plan for her and she ain't got to be the backup plan for me, I'm not going to be dating. I'm not going to be doing it. Right? Modern women are saying, okay, he's not ambitious enough for me as a doctor. He's got to go do something else so we can make it's. They're not really even talking about ambition if you think about it. They're talking about you going to the next level and making them feel secure enough. They're saying, I don't feel comfortable enough at your 6-figure job. You know, there's that clip that asks women how much a man would need to make in order for them to feel safe. And most of these ladies, if not all of them, were at least over 6 figures. Most of them were around $250,000. They thought the average man was making $250,000 at least. And then they said, well, you know, I'd like it if you make $500K. That's over and above what they need. So as a doctor, if you're making $125,000, I'm at $250K. So you're about $125,000 short of what I actually feel like I need. What I actually want is $500K. And you're about what, a fourth of that? Not ambitious enough. You ain't doing something right if you can say it like that.